What is the hardest part of what I do for a living?
I think the hardest part of what David does for a living is building a story, even though that's probably his favorite thing to do as well. I think having to build the story from the very beginning.
The hardest part of David's job is probably deciding when a project is done, because he can see the limitless potential of a project, and especially in this line of work, you can just keep working on something pretty much forever.
Build it up to the entire process to where it becomes a final product and you have an entire story there. I think it's a really difficult thing, and with all that goes into it, like writing, directing, getting the production together and all that, that's a really difficult thing to do.
We've got it to an incredible spot, and we know that we can just keep going forever, but we have to stop at some point, just to be realistic.
I don't think that's something I could personally do.
Juggling both keeping the company up and running as well as focusing on the creative for the multitude of projects that we have.
It's sort of a balancing act. He's either writing or he's in production, or sometimes he's editing or working on sales or marketing.
Worrying about sales, all that stuff isn't as fun as telling stories and writing scripts and directing, but it's certainly necessary. He's sort of the glue for our team here.
I think the balancing act of all of that.
Juggling both of those things at the same time while also having a family back home is tough.
I could probably sum it up to say it's balance. It's balancing the needs of the team with the needs of the business, with the needs of the stories we're telling, with client needs. I think just the balancing act it takes to run a company in an ethical, smart, people-focused way. It takes a lot of attention. I try to balance that as much as possible. That's probably the hardest part of my job.